Hi, this is David Dubel with Midrash at Emunah V'Omanut, and this is a visual Dvar Torah. This is a familiar Gemara for most of you, something we talk a lot about Erev Shavuot, but I think I'm going to give you a bit of a new take on what we talk about when we think about the mountain over their heads. So the Gemara is from Shabbos 88a, and it's a famous Gemara that says that the Jews did not really have much of a choice there in the desert. Hashem says, I'm going to hold the mountain over your heads. That's based on a pasuk that says they stood betachtit har, underneath the mountain, and underneath the mountain feels literally underneath the mountain. So the Midrash jumps on this and says God literally took the mountain and held it over their heads. And he said the following condition: if you accept the Torah, wonderful. And if not, Sham tiek vuratchem, there will be your burial place. Now the force of the Gemara is clear, that if you're in a desert and you're completely dependent on HaKadosh Baruch Hu for all of your food, all of your waters, you were previously slaves in Egypt, and now God has taken you out, defeated miraculously your enemies, and then God says, well, I have something for you. Would you like it? Would you not like it? There's not really a choice over there. Now the Gemara goes on to say that that's all right. We fixed this free choice problem in Purim when things were much less miraculous and the option to view everything that happened as something political or something due to good strategizing on the part of Mordechai and Esther. So the option there was to say, you know what, this is all just accident, like the 6-Day War, great military planning. But coming back to our Gemara, I really want to understand something different about one particular word, and that is Gigit. Gigit means God held their mountain over their heads like a Gigit, which means like a tub. What does that mean? So I think this is how we all pictured it, right? The mountain was over there. It was a threat because if they don't accept it, it will crush them, flatten them like a pancake. But that is not what the word Gagit means. Gagit means like a tub, like a basin, something hollowed out. So more what the threat was something like this. Here's the hollow mountain over their heads, and if you take it, great. And if not, boom, you will be contained by it. You will be contained by this mountain. And so what's the meaning of that? It wasn't about a physical threat to crush them. More it was saying, if you accept the Torah as a freely willed offering, as something that you gladly accept, things will go well. And if not, you will be trapped by the Torah. You will feel the halachot as something limiting, something that compromises your freedom. And that, I think, is the force of the idea. And this connects with something that we've talked about before, and many of you at Midrash at Emunah V'Omanut, and that is a beautiful play on words about how the Luchot were written. It says they were engraved, and the word for engraved is charut, carved all the way through. And the Midrash has this beautiful idea that the letters were actually carved from one side to the other, and there was a miracle that happened, which means you could see the same words from either side, even though on the back side it would seem like to look like mirror writing. But that's not the, I think, really important part of this Gemara. The idea of engraving letters means that, and my animation here doesn't do it perfectly well, but you want to have this idea of the hollow letters, the empty letters, that you have a solid block of stone of the Luchot, but the content, the message, is nothingness, is empty lettering. And so the Mishnah in Pirkei Avot goes on to say, don't read it as charut, engraved, but cherut, as freedom. Because no one who is free, the only person who's really free is the person who is osek b'Torah, the person who is grappling, dealing, understanding, mastering the Torah. And I think we can put these ideas together. That if you see halacha as solid, as limiting, as walls, as stone in front of you, well, you're going to feel trapped by the Torah. But if you feel like you're freely accepting it as the best advice for the most efficient, the most joyous, the most effective life possible by following the dictates of the halacha of the Torah, well, then the mountain melts away. The words just become transparent and clear, and you feel free. Chag Sameach, praying that indeed your Kabbalah of Torah on this Shavuot will be like free people, and that you will love the Torah and accept it and be empowered by it. Chag Sameach.